What's up, you guys? I'm coming to you with a learning video. I'm going to change a Moen faucet because, as you can see right here, my faucet started to leak. And I have a towel here. My faucet started to leak. It's probably worn out. So I'm going to show you how to change the body work of the inside of how the faucet works. So this faucet happens to be a Moen. And these are the parts. This part right here is the part I'm about to change out. And I'm going to show you how. First thing you must do, get your tools in order. This is very handy. I use it so much. I use it for almost everything. Almost everything. And I have my little screwdrivers with different heads on it. Okay? But I'm only going to be using this. Okay? I'm going to be using this. And each one has a different start point. The start point goes inside of here. That's where it goes inside of. So the first thing you must do is cut the water off. Look down at the bottom of your cabinet and find the water supply. Now, a lot of us, or most of us, we have different water supplies for different things. Whatever you turn off, you turn back on, okay? Because what I have in my kitchen sink, I have the water supply for my dishwasher, okay? So that also has water supply. So I cut everything off. I cut the hot water off, the cold water off, and the dishwasher supply off. As you can see, the leak, it was leaking from the base. And when you think about leaking from the base, it's going to go all around your whole sink and come out either on one left side or the right side. You'll see water on your counter. So, once you cut the water off, you test it and make sure there's no water coming out. You see? Cut it on, there's no water coming out. Okay? So, you open this up and you take out the pin. I'm going to show you the pin right now. Most of the pin sizes is normally the same, but you have to find the right pin for you that's on side this calibrator. And you just twist it, and it comes right out. It's only a couple of twists. I'm going to tell you, make sure you keep a stopper in the sink in case the pin comes out and comes loose. Once it comes loose, you might lose the pin. So you turn it a little bit like that, and you keep twisting, and it comes right out. Now, I don't pull the pin completely out. See if I zoom in for you guys? The pin is inside there. I don't pull it completely out because I don't want to lose it. So I just take it off like this. And this is what it looks like. Okay. That's what the pin looks like. This is the mechanism that we're about to change. It's very simple. You just twist this off. Pull up, and it comes right off. Put that down. This part right here is also very simple. And, for what I learned with dealing with the Moen faucet, I'm dealing with the Moen faucet. Sometimes it's just this. This needs to be on tighter. So we don't have to change the whole thing. That needs to be on tighter. So, but I'm going to change the whole thing because I didn't change the whole thing before. So I'm going to change the whole thing now for you guys. It's very simple to do. You twist it off. This part comes off. The ball comes out. See the ball? This is the mechanism that we put back inside, okay? The ball comes right out. See it? You see inside? So, here's the old one that I just took out. I examined it. It doesn't look like it's been pitted or anything. And it probably can be used again. It probably can be used again for emergency. So I'm going to keep this over here. I'm going to put in the new one. You see? It's very simple. You see? The top that's on it, that's there. And then this is the part. Okay, so we're going to put it back in and see how it works. Just put it in. There you go. It goes into the grooves. There we go. And since we have it open, might as well clean it. Might as well clean it since we have it open already. You know, because sediment gets stuck in there as well. Sediment gets stuck. You guys don't mind. That's my favorite spaghetti pot looking like that. The pot is about maybe 20 years old. Okay. So we clean it. We're gonna use another paper towel to make sure everything around it is dry. You want to make sure everything is dry. So when we put it back together, if we see any water leakage, that means we didn't put it on tight enough. Okay. So make sure everything is dry. See, the towel is dry. Next up, we're gonna put the cover on. This twists in, so you just twist it in. Try not to thread it. I tell people that all the time. Try not to thread it. Make sure it goes in the grooves, because if you have to take it back out, it's going to be hard to take it back out because it wasn't threaded properly, okay? Sometimes you have to take it out more than once because you want to make sure it's completely sealed in and tight. They may be calling me channel like granny. I'm just going to make sure it's very tight, okay? All you have to do is a couple of twists. You don't have to screw it in extremely tight, just enough for it to stay set in place. But this is what we're going to be moving. Hot water, cold water. Okay, next up, let's put it back together. We have our handle here. The handle goes on it like this. Oh, sorry. Before the handle. My bad. Before the handle, the cover. The cover just snaps back on. Right in place. Like that. It just snaps back on right in place. You see the grooves and everything is there in place. Okay. Before you tighten it up, see, nice movement. Before you tighten it up, you put the cap on it and you move it around because you want it to move. You want it to move fluently. Not like if it's stuck. Hot water, cold water. Now, you have to make sure you have it in the right grooves because you don't want your hot water being cold and your cold water being hot. Hot, cold. There we go. Next step, tighten it up. Hold it up into the groove. And once it hits, see, you see this right part right here? This goes inside of it and it holds it in place. See? It holds it in place. This right here is what we're going to be tightening. So you can see it. And that's a good way to match it. Okay? Okay? It only takes... So,